So for me, it started as a passion project. So I am the director and producer, and anything that we've done so far has come out of my savings. Or I did a little fundraiser. I did some, what do you call it, crowdfunding, and we raised a little bit of money there that was enabled us to put together a short so we can shop it and try and get someone to, an entity to fund it. But it's just I'm not with any company or anything. It just grew out of my academic research and my connection to Roosevelt Wilson, who Gaither was his mentor and role, and he was his role model. And so, going through and getting the archival footage, getting that digitized, all of that is a cost. And so eventually once I complete the documentary, I want to do a film on Coach Gaither. And FAMU, when you talk about Coach Gaither's era, Willie Gallimore and Al Frazier and all 42 of what they call Jake's boys went to the NFL, and they are breaking the color line, because this was it begins in the period where it was segregation and the NFL didn't have any Black players. And so Bullet Bob Hayes was under Coach Gaither's tutelage. Coach Gaither was also the athletic director at FAMU. And so when we think of Althea Gibson, she is a FAMU graduate, and she was there during his tenure. And so one of his coaches on his coaching staff was her coach. And so FAMU has a beautiful long history of producing some of the most outstanding athletic figures that this country has come to know and love. And so if I did nothing but tell the stories of FAMU, I'd be working until I was 100 years old. And so hopefully I'll be able to connect with somebody who can kind of help guide me in the fundraising arm of it, because that's not my forte at all. But it's necessary in order to get these stories told.
With every project I've ever worked on, there's always something that's the worst thing that you hate to do the most, and it's usually raising money.
It's raising money, and I just hit to the point where I had no more of my own money to give.
Actually, so the way I got involved with this, the boys who said no, was somebody I went to high school with. I'm going to tell you the story in a second, but I just wanted to, something else you said. So number one, I'm assuming, and when you're saying I'm the director, I'm assuming that you, because you were a communications major and a broadcast major, that you have the skills to do that, right?
Right. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, and then I've got a small team. It's 6 of us, and the co-producer with me, his name is Kenneth Jones. He's a professor at FAMU in the broadcast division of the School of Journalism, and he is a filmmaker. And so Kenneth and I are working together on that. I've got someone who's a researcher, a marketer, and I have 2 cinematographers. So we work, where their strengths are, that's where they're leading. But it's a small but pretty effective team.